You want to see real strength? It's not in the shout. It's in the silence. Not in the punch thrown, but in the one held back. Not in domination, but in discipline. We live in a world that tells you to react, fast, loud, public. But the Stoic lives another way. The stronger you are, the less you need to prove. 1. Strength is not dominance, it's discipline. Anyone can yell, anyone can lash out, but can you stay still? Can you hold your fire? The Stoics didn't see strength in aggression, they saw it in control. Marcus Aurelius had absolute power and chose calm. Epictetus was a slave and chose peace. You think you're strong because you can fight? Show me you're strong by not needing to. Because the one who controls his temper controls his fate. 2. The weak scream, the strong breathe. You feel it coming, rage, pride, insult. Someone mocks you, you're disrespected. Your ego flares. But strength isn't giving in to the heat. Strength is sitting in the flame and not flinching. The Stoic breathes. In, out. What's in your control? Your reaction. What's outside your control? Their words. So why give your peace to someone else's chaos? Don't let their weakness pull you down. Let your strength pull you higher. 3. The power of walking away. You know what's harder than fighting, walking away with your dignity intact. Not because you're scared, but because you're above it. When you walk away, you don't lose, you rise. Let them call it weakness. Let them think they've won. You know better. You didn't let the moment master you. You mastered the moment. And that's power no one can fake. 4. The test of restraint is inner warfare. It's easy to say, I'll stay calm. It's harder to be calm when your blood boils. Restraint doesn't mean you don't feel anger. It means you don't let anger steer the ship. Inside you, there's a storm, but you are not the storm. You are the sailor. Control the sails, ride the waves, don't capsize. The Stoics believed character is revealed under pressure. So next time you're provoked, don't ask, how do I win? Ask, what does this reveal about me? 5. Restraint in speech. A wise man once said, say nothing unless it improves on silence. Words are weapons. You can cut, you can heal. But the more you speak, the more you reveal. The less you speak, the more you command. In today's world, silence is a superpower. Hold your tongue, hold your opinion, hold your need to correct everyone. Restraint is not silence for fear. It's silence by choice. Because you understand, the strongest words are the ones you don't say. 6. Restraint in desire. Strength isn't always about confrontation. Sometimes it's about saying no to your own craving. Can you resist the scroll? Can you shut down the urge? Everyone wants more, faster, now. But the Stoic asks, is this necessary? To deny yourself what you want, to choose simplicity over indulgence, that's not weakness, that's real strength. He who masters his desires masters his destiny. 7. In restraint, there is clarity. When you're not reactive, you see more clearly. You don't just feel, you think. You don't just want, you weigh. The calm mind cuts through chaos. The still soul slices through noise. You act instead of being acted upon. You lead yourself instead of being pulled by others. Strength is not charging forward blindly. It's knowing when to move and when to wait. It's being a rock in rushing waters, unmoved, unbothered, unshaken. 8. Restraint isn't suppression. It's refinement. Let's be clear. Restraint doesn't mean you bottle everything up. You don't deny your emotions. You direct them. Anger becomes fuel. Pain becomes wisdom. You don't suppress the fire. You learn how to burn it clean. Just like a blade is shaped by heat and hammer, so your spirit is sharpened by trials and temperance. You're not here to be numb. You're here to be noble. That takes restraint. 9. The long game. Anyone can win an argument. Not everyone can win peace. Anyone can take revenge. Not everyone can build legacy. The real strength is in playing the long game, the game of character, the game of time. Will you still be proud of how you acted 10 years from now? Will your children respect your restraint or inherit your rage? The man of restraint doesn't just think about this moment. He thinks about eternity. 10. Restraint is rebellion in a reactive world. Everywhere you look, people are snapping, shouting, tweeting, posting. Everyone wants to be first, loudest, seen. But the Stoic doesn't chase attention. He builds foundation. You don't have to be everywhere. Just be anchored. You don't have to be known. Just be true. Restraint is rebellion. It's spiritual defiance in a chaotic world. And that quiet rebellion, that's how real revolutions begin. 11. Strength as stillness. You want to know the hardest thing to do? To be still when everything screams move. To hold the line when everything inside begs you to react. Stillness is not passivity. It's power under control. It's the eye of the hurricane, the silence before the strike, the calm before the rise. Don't confuse stillness with weakness. It's the deepest form of strength. The Stoics weren't cowards. They were warriors of spirit, of discipline, of endurance. 12. Restraint builds respect. People may not notice it at first, but over time they see the pattern. You don't lash out. You don't gossip. You don't need applause. You act from principle, not pressure. And that kind of consistency, it builds respect that noise never could. Lions don't need to roar all the time. They know their strength. So do you. 13. The final battlefield, yourself. You are your greatest opponent. Not the man who insults you. Not the critic who doubts you. Not the crowd who misunderstands you. It's you, your ego, your impulses, your fears. Every moment of restraint is a moment of victory over yourself. And that's the highest form of strength. 14. Closing. Be the one who held back. So next time you're tested, ask yourself, do I need to respond? Do I need to prove myself? Or can I let it go and rise above? Be the one who stayed calm. Be the one who walked away. Be the one who chose wisdom over war. Because true strength isn't loud. It's quiet, still, solid, like a mountain in the wind, like a fire that knows when not to burn. In every age, restraint has been mocked by the weak and misunderstood by the impulsive. But time always reveals its truth. The people who changed the world most, the Stoics, the saints, the sages, the warriors of inner discipline, were not those who reacted to every insult or who flexed at every slight. They were those who held the line, who burned but did not lash out, who hurt but did not harm. Restraint is not silence. It is a loud, deliberate choice to speak only what is needed. Restraint is not inaction. It is action with precision. Restraint is not